ShitShow. I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Izzy, and we need help.
Each week we stumble through a new book, method, or concept that brings us one step closer to being our best self.
Yes, we make fun of ourselves.
And others.
But mostly just ourselves. So here's to not taking self-help quite so seriously.
Afterbirth.
Welcome to the Afterbirth. The Afterbirth. I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Izzy, and this is the Afterbirth for the 4-hour body yaddy yaddy shit show. The 4-hour shit show.
The 4-hour shit show.
First of all, before we get into the Afterbirth, do you follow Britney Spears on social media?
I do. And I
What's
don't
with her,
understand.
like, what's going on with her?
Okay, did you watch Spears versus Spears on Netflix?
I did not. Did you?
Okay, I did.
Okay, and?
It was very good. Basically, here's what happened. I think her family just saw, like, it seems like they saw, like, she was their money source.
Yeah.
And pulled her into court and got, like, control over everything. And I guess this can happen.
Yeah.
But I do think, I think she's definitely got some problems. Like,
you know what her, like, social media reminds me of? It reminds me of, like, alcoholics when they post when they're drinking. Like, it's always, like, horrible quality, and it's shit that they think is, like, brilliant or makes sense to them, but it's just really bad.
know.
And, like, and that's what it
I
reminds
know.
me of. Like, when people post when they're high. Like, that's
Okay.
what it reminds me of.
Well, to me, it reminds me of people when they just first start a divorce process and they're in the crazy time. And it's like, okay, like, you know, Betsy is, like, losing it. Like, they always post, like, semi-naked pictures of themselves, and they always have, like, edgy things, and, like, but none of it really adds up.
Yeah, but I don't understand, like, the poor quality of the picture. Like, it's all, like, blurry, or, like, do you know what I'm saying? It's just the quality is also shit. Like,
Well, and that's where you're getting, like, the alcoholic or drug addict vibe
with the
because
cracked phone.
The phone's always broken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I can always tell, like, when somebody's life is really not going right, you can look at their phone and see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can see in their phone.
Show me your phone and I'll tell you who you are.
Exactly. And you don't even have to turn it on.
Mine's always, like, about to die with the battery, but now actually I'm pretty good with it. But that's how it used to be, and that was a very good
when you're an addict,
representation.
yeah. And in my 20s, like, when I was, like, broken on so many different levels, like, the only reason my phone wasn't that way is because I worked for a wireless carrier. But I could see everybody coming in, and based on their life situation, like, their phone was a depiction of it.
Yeah.
You know? It's a good the inside of your car is another good example of what you're actually dealing with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, these are all just, like,
At the same time, though, I have to say, I wonder if that's just, like, she's just being authentic, and I kind of love it because it's not so, it's real, which is.
Oh, it's real. It's real, but,
Yeah.
like, don't you think, like, doesn't she, I know she has a boyfriend. Couldn't you just say, like, read over this and see if 2 and 2 equals 4, and it always equals, like, not 4.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
it just reminds me of, like, videos crackheads would do. That's it. Two crackheads smoking crack and, like, doing videos.
Okay, I didn't even know that was a thing, the crack video. It just reminds me of, like, a divorcee, like, someone who's just, like, getting back on their feet after, like, a long, kind of abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I see that. So Britney Spears, kind of like your videos and we kind of don't like your videos. And I'm guessing she doesn't give a fuck. And I
Yeah.
like that.
And I like that too. I like the authenticity. I'm just a little concerned for her sobriety. So that's it.
Oh, well, I'm concerned for her just genuine mental health. If you see it, like, see that documentary, and I don't like her parents.
Yeah, I'll watch the
I said it.
documentary. Yeah.
There, I said it. Okay, so let's get this afterbirth underway.
All right, we're going to start off with obviously the most important thing, which is Bob Odenkirk.
Bobby!
Bob Odenkirk. So his Wikipedia page, actually, the first thing about him was that he is not to be confused with Bob Odenkirk, without the N, Odenkirk, who is the mayor of Joliet, Illinois.
Okay, for those of us from Illinois, which I know we don't have a ton of listeners because most of my friends and family don't listen to this.
You will never be a prophet in your own land.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
But a lot of people that aren't from Joliet call it Joliet.
Is it Joliet?
Oh, maybe it's Joliet and people call it Joliet. Okay, all right.
It's Joliet. You call yourself a fucking Illini?
I know. No, I don't. No, I'm from nowhere.
It's Joliet, and I think people call it Joliet.
I'm from the trailer park.
So you called it Joliet.
I'm Joliet. I'm jolly. I'm happy.
So
so he's the mayor of Joliet. Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk.
Odenkirk.
Who knew that an actor could be also the male?
Okay, so just to be clear,
yeah.
Isa is not attracted to the mayor of Joliet.
No, I'm attracted to Bob Odenkirk. And so through my extensive research, I've discovered that we're soulmates. Sorry, Maciek, and sorry, Bob's wife.
And sorry, everybody else she said was her soulmates.
We're soulmates. I mean, okay, so let me tell you a little bit about him. First of all, he was born on October 22nd, 1962. He's an actor, he's a comedian, writer, director, producer. Most of you probably know him as the unethical lawyer Saul Goodman on Breaking Bad. And then Better Call Saul. So he was the star of Better Call Saul. Or he is the star of Better Call Saul.
I didn't know. I didn't watch either of those shows, so I didn't know him at all.
You didn't watch Breaking Bad? Oh, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. So he is also known for this HBO sketch comedy series called Mr. Show, which he co-created and starred with fellow comic and friend David Cross. He wrote for Saturday Night Live. He also wrote for Conan O'Brien, who I love. He's from the Midwest. That's why I like him the most. He was born in Berwyn, Illinois. He was raised in Naperville, which is like, I was raised in Palatine. So that's like, we were neighbors.
Yep. Well, it's like a 45-minute drive right around the city up 355. Yeah. So wait a second. All Midwest people are nicer than the rest of the world, right?
I think there's something special about Midwest people.
It makes you edgier and funnier to be surrounded by corn and cold.
Something.
Like there's something about it that makes you kinder, funnier, edgier, and more down to earth, right?
Yeah, there's something about that. I can always feel when somebody's from the Midwest.
Me
There's
too.
just like a niceness about them.
They're okay, good. All right, all right, Bob, let's go.
So he's one of 7 siblings. So lots of brothers and sisters. Yeah, he was born to Walter Odenkirk, who was in the printing business, and his mom's name is Barbara. My mom's name is Barbara.
Okay. All right, but what's your dad's name? Not Walter.
Jack, but whatever.
But they call him Walter.
So his parents divorced, my parents divorced, due in part to Walter's alcoholism, which influenced Bob's decision to avoid alcohol as much as possible.
Your parents divorced due to your alcoholism, right? Just
I
kidding.
mean, yes. So all of the common,
Yeah,
and so
everything's
yeah,
coming together.
Bob doesn't drink. I don't drink. Yeah.
Okay.
And when Bob grew up, he just wanted to get away from Naperville as quick as possible. I wanted to get out of Palatine as quick as possible. And he quotes, "It felt like a dead end, like Nowheresville. I couldn't wait to move into a city and be around people who were doing exciting things."
That's exactly how I felt in my hometown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I had to leave.
he graduated high school early because he was tired of high school. He after
As opposed to me who quit.
yeah. He did go to college. He went
Okay.
to 3 years of college, and he was 3 credits short of graduating. I was 3 credits short of graduating.
Oh my god, you guys are like, seriously, this is gonna be, can
Yeah.
I be the maid of honor?
Yeah, I mean, he's married, so, and I'm not about destroying marriages, but if anything ever happens, like Bob, I'm here. So he he started writing and doing improv in Chicago. And then slowly he went to this players workshop. He got into as being a writer on Saturday Night Live, which like that has been my dream. He went to Marquette. That's the school that he was 3 credits short of graduating
Same with
from. Same
you.
with me.
You guys walk the same halls.
We did. And this is my
Aw,
favorite fact about Bob Odenkirk.
I'm
He got
kinda
in
bracing myself.
trouble for using his grandfather's picture in a joke because he did stand-up comedy. So in one episode of Mr. Show with Bob and David, a picture of an old man was required. Odenkirk decided it would be okay for him to use a picture of his dead grandfather in the show as the butt of the joke. And as it turned out, some of his family members were very upset.
Sounds exactly like what we would do. Like, we
Yeah.
used my dad as a way to get more followers.
We did the same thing.
We
Yeah.
did the exact
His brother also is a writer on The Simpsons, so he comes from like I think okay, so his dad was an alcoholic. I think the funniest people come from alcoholic parents.
I
Or
could
like
definitely agree with
alcoholism,
that.
I think
Alcoholism
it's
or, like,
yeah.
mental health, anything that brings, like, that you have to, like, go a couple of days taking care of yourself every now and again,
Yeah.
makes you funny.
Yeah, and I mean, he has interviewed a lot about his dad, and he said his dad drank booze for a living, and his mom was the one who worked hard to keep them fed and alive. Which,
So he loves a hardworking woman, which also
yeah,
connects you.
yeah. Also, he doesn't drink because he was disillusioned by his dad's, debilitating alcoholism. So he decided at a very young age he was going to stay as far away from the booze as possible. He doesn't drink hard liquor. I mean, we're soulmates, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing this now, and I'm co-signing on it.
Yeah. And he was in this really amazing Maciek and I watched this movie over the weekend called Nobody, where he plays like this mild-mannered working class dad who seems kind of pathetic, but then in fact, he's a merciless special ops assassin. And it is like the
I
funniest,
love
great.
that.
It's such a good movie. So
Okay.
that's Bob Odenkirk. So that was my recent crush, and then through the research, I discovered that we are in fact soulmates. So there you go.
I love this. I will be happy to stand up in the wedding.
Or like
And,
I can be best friends with him because I love Maciek. So
you
also,
just
so
you
like
just wait a second, you just friend zoned him? Like,
I
this
just
is
friend
not
zone Bob Odenkirk because I think actually we could just be BFFs. Like I could see like Maciek and I hanging out with him and his wife, and then
and then you guys bow chicka bow bow. No, I'll help you with that pie. No, I'll help her. Is that apple pie? Why, yes, it is, Bob.
There you go.
Oh, Bob.
Do you so Lizzie, do you know now who Bob Odenkirk? Did you Google him at least so you could see who he is or
I
no?
Googled him, and I wanted to, like, feel it through your, like,
Yeah,
explanation, and I do now.
good.
And, like, he's the oldest. I thought he was he's the second oldest of 7 siblings, so am I.
Oh, So there you go. So maybe you guys are soulmates.
No, we're not. I'm not like, I don't know. I'd have to watch his characters because that's like the only way I like really
Yeah.
become attracted to
Yeah.
people. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's powerful. Is he
He's
powerful?
got a lovely voice. He's got kind of a
Okay. I
raspy
love a
the rasp.
raspy
He's got the
voice.
rasp. And then he's just funny. Like you could see the kindness. Do you know what
Like
I'm saying?
raspy
Like,
voices for me are like, I'm down with it.
yeah. And you
I
could
love
feel the
that.
kindness, like just you know that he's a kind person just by looking at him. That he's
Yeah,
got the kind aura.
and I
So,
like something I like in a man is like an edgy kindness. Like
yeah.
he seems edgy, but like, and I don't know about Bob. Like this, what about Bob? But like, he's yours anyway.
Yeah.
Like
So,
he's yours.
yeah.
I was trying to think who's mine, but I can't think of a celebrity that I really want.
I'm sure it'll come up. Like in some episode, it'll just come to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the search though. I'm on the hunt. I'm open to celebrity crushes right now.
Okay, moving on. So we last episode we were supposed to talk about the 4-hour body and how the book is set up. And I'm going to read through very quickly the chapters that we did not read. So
I read them. They didn't stick. I read it. It didn't
oh,
stick.
that's right. You read the whole book and it didn't stick. So whatever. I
No.
didn't read it. You read it. It didn't stick. So it's first they talk about the minimum effective dose, which is the minimum energy you need to get the result that you're looking for. Yeah.
Yep.
How to keep yourself motivated, the slow carb diet, foods you should avoid, how to build routines around your eating, foods that are allowed, advice on drinking, about cheat days, calories, supplements, your gut, reducing your blood sugar level, some kind of magic number for men, muscle gain, full body exercise, exercising for your abs, sperm sex and orgasms, sperm counts, testosterone. There's the 15-minute orgasm, which Lizzie covered in our episode. So you can listen to that.
Good.
How sleep can be improved, drugs, pre-bedtime habits, technology, reversing injuries, running faster, running farther, get stronger, and breathing stuff. So that is what the whole book covers.
There you go.
That's that. There you go. And
All
then
right.
a little bit about Tim Ferriss. He was born on July.
Well, first of all,
yeah.
wait, I wanted to bring up one
Yeah.
thing, and what
Yeah.
was it? I can't remember. Man, yeah, it was good. I can't remember what it was, but I mean, it felt like when you read the subjects like that, I guess it was like a pretty intense book. Like it really was an intense book. That's why it didn't stick when we were in the like crux of all this like drama in our life.
Yeah, it's when you get it's like you getting hit in the head and kind of being like, oh,
Yeah,
what just happened?
It was,
yeah.
Ooh, baby. It was,
Yeah. So I think the suggestion that we had during our episode was just bite-sized chunks, And I think maybe we'll revisit this book in bite-sized chunks rather than trying to binge the whole thing, because then you purge and then
that's exactly what happened.
We binge and purged. Yeah.
So I've been thinking a lot about Tim Ferriss lately.
Ooh, is he your Bob Odenkirk?
He's not. No, I don't have any sexual like magnetism to him at all.
Okay, so what have you been thinking about Tim Ferriss?
Well, I mean, he's super smart, right? He's invested in all the right things.
Yeah. He speaks 5 languages.
I love that.
He has yeah, go ahead.
That could be good for like, I like to like role play sometimes, and like that might be good.
Depending what language does it match with the role play?
If it's like what's the ugliest language?
Some people say German, but I really love German. I think it sounds cool.
Well, yeah, I do too. Like
I know how to say no onions in German.
Okay, let's hear it.
Keine Zwiebel.
That doesn't turn me on at all. Okay, I'm a tough audience today. I'll just admit that.
What else? This is interesting. He holds the title of champion of kickboxing in China. He's got this whole Asian thing because I think he moved there. So that was interesting. He was a financial consultant for finance and entrepreneurship at the University of Singularity at NASA. I don't know what that
This guy
is, but
is
it sounds smart.
interesting.
Yeah.
He's so interesting.
He was a teacher at Princeton. That's pretty
Okay,
smart.
let's be best friends with him.
Mm,
Not Bob. Bob, you can.
No, I don't know. I think I would get annoyed with. I don't like overachievers.
Well, that makes sense who your co-host is now.
I don't like overachievers.
M is for mediocre here, and it's on my cup.
No, they annoy me. I know
They
people
are
like
annoying.
him.
They are so annoying.
Yeah. So God bless him, but my resume makes no sense. It's all over I would never be able to get a job. But this guy would be able to get a job everywhere. I wouldn't be able to get a job anywhere. All I can do is this podcast.
Yeah. I'm unhireable as well. Like,
I'm completely unhireable.
Yeah.
So anyone who has like resume building stuff, I can't get on board with.
Yeah. Like, at number one, I don't get along with others like, at all.
I do not work well on a team.
Yeah. There's no Lizzie in team.
Yeah, and he's got, there's innovation and like he's lectured at some of the world's most innovative organizations, including Google, MIT, Harvard Business School, Nike, Facebook, the CIA. I mean, they would never invite me to the CIA.
Yeah, the Culinary Institute of America, they might get me in there.
I make a mean chili.
I can make a hell of a thing.
He's straight and he's single. So that's another thing I found out about that.
Oh, he's straight and he's single. Well, you could tell by I'm surprised he's single. He seems like a catch.
Yeah, maybe he's psycho.
Well, I think he is a little bit. I appreciate it too because he was like an anal retentive OCD. I dated somebody like him. Like, it's a little much to be that involved with your body.
Yeah. You know what vibes he gave me? This is bad. So
hold on, I need to hunker down for this. What vibes is that?
Have you seen that movie, Call Me by My Name or Tell Me by My Name? It's like this movie about this. Oh God, who is that actor? He was like accused of biting his girlfriend. I will tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, so you go on with
I'm gonna go on with Tim.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, we need to kind of like get a hold of him and see if he wants to like tell us how to do this. He makes 54,000 USD per sponsor on his podcast every episode, and he usually has 2. So he's making 108K.
He's making bank
every episode. I think that's amazing. I do. I think that's amazing, and I think that should be our personal goal.
Yeah.
Of course, like he does have a lot on his a lot. He's done a lot.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Never mind with the whatever vibes he was giving me.
Okay. Fuck that. We don't care.
Yeah.
More importantly, we talked about whether or not he had hair plugs.
He didn't.
He doesn't?
No, he was just thinning. And then he just eventually just decided to own his baldness.
Okay. That makes sense.
But what was hilarious was I found some, it was like Hair Club for Men. They were like showcasing celebrities who would be good candidates. They mentioned him. Which I was like, oh. But I think he looks great bald. So
I don't mind bald guys.
Well,
I don't know I know I'm married to one, but like even before that, I was like, I don't see if you have a nice shaped head,
yeah,
it's fine with me.
I
mean, not that I'm like I'm not like the oracle for all attractive men, but like, I'm just like, what's such a big deal about it?
Yeah.
But if you really are stressed out about it, for $3,000 US, You can get an all-inclusive hair transplant in Turkey. You get the surgery, a multilingual medical advisor, VIP transport, which I don't know if that what that means. They probably means like what, like a Yukon or like I don't know.
Whatever it is in Turkey.
What's popular in Turkey? I don't know, but 3 night stay at a 5-star hotel. It's done in a, and I quote, a pandemic-proof hospital. And you can find that at estenove.com.
Yeah, and Turkish Airlines, by far one of the best airlines I've ever flown. The
Oh, we know.
food was like the service, it was lovely. Yeah, so
Okay.
I just have
Okay.
to point out something hilarious, which I only got when I was re-listening to the episode. So I was saying I was flying to Turkey, and you said, "Is that like flying the coop?" Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you said, "My bird," and we kind of didn't laugh at that really. We sort of did. And then you said, "My bird humor is down."
Yeah.
Get it? Down? Like
Down.
bird
Like
down?
down.
Like goose down?
Like
I was
feathers.
dying when
Yeah.
my bird humor is down.
It's so good, right?
It needs to go on a shirt.
I know. I know.
We're funny, like not even knowing that we're funny.
Oh, we know we're funny.
It's good.
We know. Okay, so and in that there was something to do with the Bly Manor.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. You were talking about this the movie, the children's movie Coco, right? The one
Oh
where
yeah,
the yeah,
Disney movie Coco,
the
so
Disney
good.
movie Coco, where you if you forget about dead people, they start fading, right?
Yes.
There was this show, The Haunting of Bly Manor, which was on Netflix. And
Okay.
there's a quote in there: all things fade, all things. Flesh, stone, even stars themselves. Time takes all things. It's the way of the world. The past recedes, memories fade, and so true does the spirit. Everything yields to time, even the soul. So, this is all about people's memories of people fading. And then
Okay.
they become these faceless ghosts who are so angry that they're being forgotten and they don't even know why they're like in this weird world. So they come back to haunt. It's like, it was just a really cool ghost story. So, The Haunting of Bly Manor on Netflix. Really
Do
liked it.
you believe in purgatory?
No, not really.
Okay, so when my brother died, I went and saw that crystal therapist,
Yeah.
and she said that I was like holding on to his spirit or his soul so he couldn't be released.
Mm,
And so I was like obsessing about it and not letting him go.
yeah. Because
You
you wanted
know,
him to be with you. Yeah.
I wanted him to be with me. And
Yeah.
then I was like trying to let him go, this, that, and the other thing. And when I went back, she was like, actually, I think he doesn't want to let you go. So I think
Mm,
that there might be something there where you can stick around because, like, I think you stick around for a little bit and then you can, like, maybe be reborn or something.
hmm.
I mean, I like, we'll all see.
Yeah.
You can't afterbirth that because you have to die first,
Right.
but
We're not doing that.
we're not doing
Um,
that yet.
but I do believe there is life after death because I've had so many experiences, and maybe
Mhm.
we'll do a book on death and we can talk about these experiences. Because I've had many of them where there was
Mhm.
just like things that cannot be coincidences, which we can share
Yeah.
on
Well,
different.
I know for a fact there's life after death.
Yeah.
Like for a fact, I can tell stories. I can't wait for that episode.
Yeah. Good.
But more importantly,
Yes.
just so you know, and if you're into it, I'm down. Friends can adopt a child together.
Yes.
It happens all the
Yes.
time.
Okay. Tell me about I didn't know this. Tell me about it.
Okay, so according to there was a 2014 ruling
Mhm.
where two friends who met in 2000, the woman wanted to have a child, and her male friend offered her his sperm, but she couldn't get pregnant, so they went ahead and just adopted a child from Ethiopia. They did
Oh.
not live together, and at the time it was only the woman in the friendship adopted it, but like it was legally binding in
Oh,
2014 for them. And they split the child in 50-50, and she lived in Brooklyn and he lived in Manhattan, and they just they kind of co-parented this
that's
child,
cool.
and they had somebody like social worker go in and observe them and stuff like that. And it was she said it was the most amazing environment for a child.
That's
Like
so
they just
cool.
worked together, they respected each other. Um, so uh I mean, I started doing research, and there are so many examples of this.
I didn't
So
know
many.
that. You never
Yeah.
hear about it.
You
This is
don't hear about it.
something this is something we should use, cuz a lot of our listeners don't know yet, but we're like expanding the we need help, sorry. To encompass different lots of different topics, and that should be like a featured story because that is wonderful.
That is wonderful. I
Yeah.
can think of one, maybe two people I would definitely adopt a child with.
That's cool.
Okay, actually, yeah, two people at the max that I
Yeah.
would adopt a child with.
That's cool.
Um, yeah, and speaking of weird things, so I said I said
Eclamptic.
pre-eclamptic.
Yeah.
Did Okay, so that's not really a thing, but I mean, it is a word, preeclamptic, but it's just talking about um something that happens when you have preeclampsia, which is a condition of pregnancy characterized by high blood pressure, sometimes with fluid retention and proteinuria.
Do you watch Downton Abbey? Have you seen Downton Abbey?
Of course I have.
The youngest daughter, that's what she had.
She had preeclampsia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have had
Yeah.
it. But I said preeclamptic as in
She's preeclamptic. Yeah, like
yeah. Yeah, but what I meant was the mucus plug. That's what comes out. And I knew it was a gross sounding word. That's what comes out first before the baby
That sounds
comes out.
like a weird like album or something, Mucus Plug, or
Okay,
a
the
band.
music
That
plug.
sounds like a
I
band.
would like to yeah, when you're trying to promote your song, you do a mucus plug.
Or like what band, or like what's the name of your band? Mucus Plug.
It's music like
What
grunge
are you
band.
listening to? Mucus Plug.
I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood for a mucus plug. Okay. So a mucus plug is a collection of mucus that forms the cervical canal in early pregnancy. It prevents bacteria or infection from entering your uterus and reaching your baby. As your cervix prepares for labor, you will lose the mucus plug. This is a normal and common symptom in late pregnancy. And it's gross.
Do you know that plug is a word for drug dealer? I got
Oh,
to go
your
see the
plug?
plug. Yeah, because he's plugging the hole that
Oh.
is in my soul that needs to be filled with drugs.
Oh my God.
So
There's so
that's
much
another word for
drug lingo I don't know.
yeah. Is that all we got?
I think so. That's all I have. I
Yeah,
don't know what you have. I mean,
that's
what
it.
else is there? What
That-
else is there in life? Mucus plugs, Bob
and on that
Odenkirk.
note,
Yeah. I mean, honestly. So let's do just because we have a few extra minutes, let's talk about what we're looking for the we need help. The next step of what we're doing. We're gonna start expanding this.
yeah, we basically want to create a community of women, and but not only, we're open to everybody who, but mostly, probably primarily women who just want to develop their business, their products, and we want to create a community of women who want to laugh together, but also get shit done.
So let's keep an eye out for that because it's coming. We're diving into it. We're
Yeah.
developing it. So I just
Yeah,
wanted to
we're in
give
the
everybody
development stages. So we're planting seeds right now.
yes. So start thinking about your women entrepreneurs that you know, because we are going to be recruiting them, really.
Yeah, or maybe you have an idea and you're not quite sure how to get it off the ground. We're going to be providing like coaching, services. We're going to have like mastermind circle. It's going to be cool. We're just going to
It's gonna be fun.
we're going to
It's
be
gonna
sharing
funny.
ideas how we can get off the ground. So yeah, we're excited about that.
I'm excited about it.
I
I'm
am
so
too.
excited. We're
'Cause
working
we all
hard
need
on it.
help.
It's gonna be
We all
good.
need a little help.
We
I
need
needed
help.
help. You needed help when we were getting off the ground. So
Yep, we definitely needed help. Okay, so
yeah.
I will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. I love you.
I love you. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. Rate and follow us if you like us. If you don't, please don't.
And come visit us at www.theweneedhelppodcast.com. There you can find show notes, links for books. You can join Audible, which is, how we actually read our books. We listen to them. And we have special exclusive content just for you. Also, feel free to subscribe to our Patreon account. That's where you can support us financially because we need it. And it can be anywhere from $1 to $100 billion a month, whatever you can afford. And the link to our Patreon account is www.patreon, and that's spelled patreon.com/We Need Help Podcast. And you can support us on there. We would really appreciate it because we do need help.
Awesome. And we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Thanks,
Bye.
loves. Bye.